As we head into this long weekend, I would like to take this opportunity to address the community and update everyone on what has been happening at the municipal and county level with respect to the COVID-19 pandemic. First off, the Public Works Department is pleased to be able to initiate the spring curbside leaf collection a week earlier than originally planned, with this service commencing on Tuesday, April 14th instead of the original start date of April 20th. Our Director of Public Works mentioned today that the decision to initiate this program was the most complicated process that he has ever experienced with this type of service delivery. Staff needed to research compliance with recent changes to the Provincial Essential Services regulation, confer with industry associations, other municipalities, and the Lanark, Leeds, and Grenville Health Unit. Mr. Young did ask me to share that staff appreciates our residents' patience. Public Works staff started road and sidewalk cleaning last week and will continue to work their way around town during the coming weeks. 2020 was gearing up to be a big year with a number of significant projects planned. Today, I want to share with you a status report on some of these projects as well as on the seasonal services you have come to expect. Design work will continue on our capital projects, specifically the Central Bridge, Gillies Bridge Water Main Crossing, and the Bridge Street reconstruction. In order to temporarily wrap up construction on the Francis Street Child Care Center, the construction crew will finalize items to protect the structure and the kitchen renovation. This is being done in accordance with our guidance obtained from the province. As the kitchen in the Child Care Center is under renovation, the town is not in a position to offer services to essential workers at this time. We want to assure you that we are moving forward with the design and tendering of the arena dressing room and lobby project. This will allow us to hit the ground running when the emergency order is lifted. On April 3rd, the provincial government gave notice that it would be revising its list of essential businesses which has impacted new construction in town. Residential construction projects can continue if permits were approved prior to April 4th. Lanark County recently notified local organizations that provide support to vulnerable people in the community of an opportunity for financial assistance due to COVID-19. Last night, we at County announced our allocation of $1.6 million under the Community Homelessness Prevention Initiative program. These funds are transferred from our provincial government to the county. Lanark County's allocation supports over 8 county agencies offering assistance for nonprofit housing providers, a rent bank to help eligible individuals and families with rent over the period of the pandemic, additional funds for after-hours support to assist with an increased demand, hotel, motel costs as temporary shelter for homeless individuals, and support for each of the 3 primary food banks for staffing support, equipment, transportation, a food program for children and youth, additional food purchases for food banks, and personal protective equipment for their staff and equipment for frontline crisis services, additional support for a mental health support line, and a multi-agency supported COVID isolation center. I reference these programs that will be managed and administered by Lanark County. I share this level of detail to assure the residents in our community and county that we are addressing all areas of need and taking steps to ensure that nobody is forgotten. The town has closed all outdoor play equipment, including the skate park and the pump track. Our parks and trails remain open for walk-through only, with the understanding that those who use them respect the physical distancing and guidelines. Staff have removed picnic tables from 20-plus parks and are installing signage on public benches. Our Director of Protective Services is playing a key role in managing the crisis on a daily basis by participating in daily conference calls with key stakeholders at the provincial and local levels. He is sharing the information with me and our CAO as part of our daily update meeting. Our bylaw and OPP officers are busy patrolling parks, residential streets, trails, and other places to educate residents on social distancing and to enforce compliance with gatherings greater than 5 people. In order to avoid any additional strain on our fire services, an open-air burn ban was implemented on Thursday, April 2nd. You may have heard also that some of our neighboring municipalities have declared a state of an emergency. Currently, there is no need to declare an emergency in Carleton Place. While an emergency declaration allows the mayor to take actions and make lawful orders, it does not necessarily provide the town with any additional funding. In addition, provincial requirements take precedent over these at the municipal level. I had the opportunity to meet with Dr. Stephen Walker, a well-known local physician, this week to discuss the COVID-19 Assessment Center, which opened in Almont on March 31st. This is a collaborative effort between the Carleton Place Memorial Hospital and the Almont Hospital, and is being staffed by physicians from both hospital sites, as well as local paramedics. The clinic has the ability to do both curbside and at home, outreach swabs, and to be seen by a physician and a nurse for a complete assessment. Since March 31st, they have done over 200 swabs. Yes, they are getting busier. The food bank thanks all those who have donated and continue to donate during this stressful time. The Hungry Stop is always in need of both food and cash donations. Those wishing to donate non-perishable items are asked to call to set up an appointment for drop-off, or to make cash donation, visit their website. Council made this tough decision to lay off some staff in childcare, recreation, pool, and library facilities that are no longer able to be open to the public, and where fees earned from the programs pay for the staffing costs. Council also understands that this crisis has been difficult for families and businesses in our community, and has therefore agreed to waive all penalties and interest on tax and water bills, and has permitted an extra bag of garbage per week for families. So as we head into the long weekend, be assured all town functions and services are being maintained. We are still undertaking and doing business, and we will continue to share information to you daily through our social media. I wish to thank the community for their strong support for the mandated provincial guidelines. The town sure is quiet. The stores that remain open appear orderly, shelves look good, and they continue to add hygiene procedures to safeguard both their staff and customers. We have an opportunity to do our part to prevent the spread of this virus. Please stay at home, maintain 6 feet distances, and wash our hands. Let's take advantage of our density and geography and shut this virus down. I know times are tough. Patsy and I feel it. But once again, let's all do our part in our community, and individually we can contribute to actually saving a life. Please think about that, and thank you all very much.